What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Logan Paul's presence in Money in the Bank, bad news for LA Knight, ECW legend and former WWE superstar announces his cancer has returned, WWE Reviving Fastlane, Raw Underground making a comeback on NXT, AJ Lee's amazing transformation, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Logan Paul and Money in the Bank match, LA Knight out. Atop of today's news is Logan Paul's addition to the list of competitors in the upcoming men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Prior to Paul's entry, the smart money was on LA Knight capturing the Money in the Bank briefcase, but what should fans expect now that the Maverick has entered into the event? Well, according to Better Wrestling Experience, everyone knows how over he is. It's a jackpot gem for management, so they had to introduce a different option that will balance this out. He was always a contender to win, not a solid winner, so brace yourselves. LA Knight is still a favourite with odds makers, but as fans know, the WWE sometimes changes a winner if it feels like fans are certain about a match's outcome. For now, LA Knight fans will have to wait and hope the WWE sees how over he is and puts the briefcase on him. In terms of LA Knight's push, a Money in the Bank win doesn't guarantee a successful cash-in or a push for that matter. There are many ways for Knight to reach to the top of the WWE mountain besides capturing the Money in the Bank briefcase, and fans shouldn't see a Money in the Bank loss, assuming that happens, as a sign that management isn't big on him. Next up, a former WWE superstar and ECW legend announces cancer has returned. Our former WWE superstar and ECW legend Tommy Dreamer's cancer has returned. Dreamer delivered the news on his House of Hardcore podcast saying, "I know you're all looking at this and saying, what the hell is so shiny on your head? Are you going to town? Are you having barbed wire matches? No, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's skin cancer. That's right. Being a Guido all these years has caught up to me. This is the third time I've had skin cancer, and of course, it's on my head, but I'm not a pretty boy anymore. I'm hardcore." This isn't the first time Tommy has battled cancer, and he explained his best battles. Scary when they tell you have cancer and it's the best form of cancer, but you have to get it removed for this. They're able to cut it out. It's called Mohs surgery. I've had it before. I've had it here on my chest. I've had it here on my head. I've had it on my head, and now I have a bigger one on my head. Dreamer, who's been in his fair share of hardcore matches, discussed how hardcore the surgery really is. They numb your whole head. Our Dreamer is definitely hardcore for going through this experience multiple times. We're sending our well wishes for a fast and full recovery for the ECW legend. Next up, WWE Reviving Fastlane. The WWE is bringing back its Fastlane PLE, a move which has some fans asking, well, why bother? Paul Heyman announced the PLE during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, and WWE.com also released a statement, an excerpt which follows. WWE today announced that Fastlane will take place Saturday, October 7th from Gainsborough Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. It marks the first premium live event to emanate from Indianapolis in 7 years. WWE Fastlane will stream live exclusively on Peacock in the US and WWE Network everywhere else. Fastlane has been around since 2015, but it was not held last year. Unlike several PLEs, this event has no special status either as a specialty event, i.e. Extreme Rules or Hell in a Cell, or legacy events, i.e. Survivor Series. What's even more confusing is that this is called Fastlane. Isn't that supposed to be on the road to WrestleMania? WrestleMania is far gone in September. Are we on the fast lane to Survivor Series then? Hopefully the WWE will accomplish what it's been doing since Triple H took over, making each PLE a special event regardless of its name or history. On a related note, the WWE still hasn't announced the remainder of its PLEs for 2023, and according to Fightful Select, this is by design. The Patreon site noted WWE has tried to be strategic as possible with PLE events, locations, and announcing them. This is a change from previous years when the WWE would announce its entire PLE schedule for the year. This is the latest developments in the WWE's efforts to turn its PLEs into even bigger events than in the past, with the promotion seeking to run them in more international markets to get municipalities to pay for the rights to get the WWE to run an event in their town and expand every PLE into larger buildings such as stadiums. It's a strategy that has paid off for the most part, and as long as the WWE's popularity continues to increase, it could lead to even bigger crowds, and of course, the benefits that come with robust ticket sales and merch. Next up, Raw Underground making a comeback on NXT. Now, speaking of ideas that may be better left in the past, you may have heard that WWE is bringing Raw Underground back. Fans who haven't suppressed their memory of the WWE's experiment for the Red Brand's third hour will recall the WWE briefly aired a so-called Underground Fight Club, with Shane McMahon hosting the short-lived program. Now, WrestleTalk is reporting that it looks like fans can expect to see it back at least for one match. After needing to select a stipulation for his rematch against Eddie Thorpe in a backstage segment on tonight's NXT, Damon Kemp revealed an intriguing choice. Damon Kemp said he wanted to bring a Raw Underground match to NXT, which he specified meant just me and you in a 20x20 ring, no ropes. You can only win by knockout, TKO, or submission. So far it appears that this is just a one-off match, but what do you guys think of WWE bringing back this not so popular segment from Raw? Next up, did Seth Rollins defend the World Championship on NXT? Did Seth Rollins defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Braun Breaker on NXT, despite Finn Balor shellacking Rollins on Raw? Although the champ wasn't 100%, in fact his ribs were heavily taped up, he fulfilled his promise to defend the title and rose to the occasion. Breaker capitalized on Rollins' condition, but it wasn't enough and the Visionary triumphed. Unfortunately, his celebration was short-lived as Finn Balor made a surprise appearance, laying out Rollins again and blasting him with a chair. While Rollins threw back Braun's challenge, can he hope to defeat Finn at Money in the Bank? Next up, what's next for Gable Steveson? What's going on with Olympic wrestling gold medalist Gable Steveson, the amateur wrestler who signed with WWE in 2021 but whose appearances have been few and far in between? Steveson recently declared his intention to compete at the college level and the Olympics, which would lead some to believe his WWE career is on hold, if not finished. Nonetheless, Steveson showed up on the 20th June NXT, offering to help train Eddie Thorpe against Damon Kemp. This is a big deal, not only due to Gable's long absence from TV, but the fact that he's training Thorpe against Damon Kemp, who's actually Steveson's brother Bobby. Ringside News reports that WWE has plans for Gable Steveson. Gable Steveson surprised a lot of fans when he showed up on NXT this week. That came as the 2024 Olympic Games are approaching as well. We've been able to confirm WWE does have plans in place for Gable Steveson. It took long enough, but things are finally in motion for the Olympian. However, it's unclear how these plans fit in with Gable's quest for more Olympic gold. Gable spoke with the Associated Press about why he's returning to the Olympics, explaining he has a desire and he feels his body is still up to the challenge. I think with me is just turning 23, I still had that extra fire and I want to see what I could do. I wanted to test my limits, and so I stayed ready just in case the time came where I came back. Now, another reason Steveson cited was the lack of crowds during the Olympics in Japan, a situation due to COVID precautions. I need to have that Paris experience in front of a packed house. I need to have them see what it's like to see Gable Steveson in person. Having been in Tokyo and having no fans, it was okay because I still won Olympic gold, but I want to have that experience of having my family in the front row. They need to see it live. While there were rumors that WWE officials weren't happy with his progress in developmental, the company's wish to put him into a program suggests they haven't given up on him. Just how active he'll be in the WWE with the Olympics approaching remains to be seen. Next up, AJ Lee's amazing transformation. Wow, that's all we can say after seeing photos of former WWE superstar AJ Lee's physical transformation. A recent photo share of Lee makes it clear she's hard at work in the gym. Does it even look like her at all? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, Dana Brooke addresses haters. Last but not least, how is superstar Dana Brooke dealing with her critics? The bodybuilder turned wrestler recently competed on NXT, dropping a match to Cora Jade. Now she's responding to her critics with this tweet. Alright, I get it, y'all think I suck. Got it, noted. Awesome. As she struggled to break out into WWE as her last push occurred when she competed for and held the 24/7 championship. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.